Open LinkedIn and search for the exact role you want. Would your own profile belong in those results? Now imagine a recruiter finds you. Can they understand your direction before they scroll? Weak profiles usually fail in one of two places. They are difficult to find or difficult to trust. Posting every day will not repair unclear positioning, buried evidence, or a profile pointing in 5 directions. LinkedIn has 3 practical jobs: make you discoverable, credible, and easy to contact. Let us test those jobs on one fictional candidate, Maya Chun. Maya has 10 years of experience improving customer operations and leading cross-functional delivery. She reduced onboarding time, automated reporting, and coordinated teams across 3 regions. But her headline says only, "Experienced professional open to new opportunities." Her About section is a biography, and her strongest results are hidden below the first screen. Nothing is false. The profile simply makes the reader do all the interpretation. First, test the top section without scrolling. Can you identify Maya's target role, level, core value, and strongest proof in 10 seconds? If not, the profile needs a positioning spine. A positioning spine connects one audience, one role direction, key capabilities, and credible evidence. It does not lock Maya into one title. It gives the right audience a reason to keep reading. Start with the headline, because it appears in searches, comments, messages, and profile previews. Open to work is a status. It is not professional positioning. Experienced leader sounds positive, but it is too broad for a hiring decision. A stronger headline begins with the role, customer operations leader. Then it adds capability areas, service delivery, workflow improvement, and cross-functional programs. Now the headline creates direction without trying to become a complete resume. Next, inspect the photo, banner, location, and contact details. They do not need to be elaborate. They need to remove avoidable doubt. Use a clear photo, a clean banner, an accurate location, and a contact path you monitor. A banner can reinforce function or value. It should not become a crowded advertisement. Then move to the first lines of the About section. On mobile and in previews, readers may see only the opening before deciding whether to expand it. Do not begin with childhood history, a quote, or a list of personality adjectives. Begin with professional identity, level, domain, and the problems you solve. Maya's new opening says, Customer Operations Leader with 10 years improving service delivery and cross-functional workflows. The second line adds proof. Reduced onboarding from 12 to 8 days and led a 6-team rollout across 3 regions. 2 lines now establish direction, scale, and evidence. The rest of About should support that argument, not restart the biography. Use 3 parts: what you do, what proves it, and what challenge you are ready to discuss. Write in a human voice, but remove claims that could describe almost anyone. Strategic, passionate, innovative, and results-driven are not proof by themselves. Replace them with decisions, scope, methods, and outcomes you can defend. Now compare the experience section with Maya's resume. LinkedIn should align with the resume, but it should not be a pasted wall of identical text. The resume serves a specific application. The profile supports broader discovery and trust. Each important role needs a short scope line so readers understand the environment. Then show selected achievements, not every responsibility the job contained. Maya's old entry says, responsible for customer operations, reporting, and stakeholder communication. That describes the assignment, but not the value she created. Her revised entry says, redesigned onboarding across 6 teams, reducing completion time from 12 days to 8. A second achievement shows reporting automation that cut weekly preparation time by 40%. Now keywords connect to evidence instead of floating as unsupported claims. Next, review the featured section. Featured works when it gives the reader relevant proof or a useful next step. Add a portfolio, article, presentation, project summary, or case study you are allowed to share. Never upload confidential documents, internal dashboards, or employer-owned work. If you have no strong asset, a clean profile is better than unrelated filler. Recommendations add trust when they describe specific work, context, and impact. Ask people who observed your contribution, not strangers exchanging generic praise. Remind them of the project, your role, and the result they witnessed. Now test search visibility. LinkedIn search language appears across the profile, not only inside skills. Build a focused set from target roles, titles, capabilities, tools, methods, industries, and outcomes. For Maya, useful terms include customer operations, service delivery, process improvement, stakeholder management, and reporting automation. Place the strongest terms naturally in the headline, about, experience, and skills. Do not repeat a keyword 20 times or add tools you never used. Visibility without evidence creates clicks that disappear during human review. Evidence without relevant language can remain invisible to people searching for it. The goal is alignment between search terms and proof. Then clean the skills section. Remove outdated, generic, or unsupported items that dilute the profile. Prioritize skills matching the target and demonstrated somewhere in experience. The profile should tell one professional story in several sections, not several unrelated stories. A large network is not automatically a useful network. Build around target companies, recruiters, hiring managers, peers, alumni, and former colleagues. Use the rule, profile first, message second. Before contacting someone, make sure the profile supports the claim your message will make. Then write a context-first message. Why this person? Why now? And what small conversation you want. Do not begin with, can you get me a job? A better message asks for insight connected to a real situation or shared context. For example, I noticed your team is expanding customer operations across Europe. I led a similar rollout and would value 10 minutes on how your team is structured. That request is specific, relevant, and easier to answer. Activity can support visibility, but you do not need to become a full-time creator. Follow target companies, comment thoughtfully, share useful observations, and stay current in your field. Consistency matters more than noisy activity disconnected from your target. Finally, compare LinkedIn and the resume side by side. Role direction, dates, titles, scope, and major claims must agree. Different wording is fine. Contradictory facts are not. Run one final 10-minute audit. First screen, role, level, value, and proof are clear. About and experience. The opening earns attention, while scope and outcome support every major claim. Search and trust. Priority terms, skills, featured, recommendations, contact details, and activity strengthen one story. Access. Your network and messages create a realistic path to conversation. The LinkedIn Profile Optimization Kit turns this audit into a step-by-step system with builders, worksheets, checklists, and examples. Use it to define positioning, rebuild key sections, map keywords to evidence, and prepare outreach. It brings the entire process together in one practical workbook you can complete section by section. The link is below. Make your profile easier to find, easier to trust, and easier to act on.